Hi there. Hi, I'm Carl Brooks. Come on in and welcome to this Facebook Live. I'm really excited this afternoon to share with you one of the biggest reasons why we hold ourselves back from taking steps to create our own dream online business. But first, a big shout out to my students of the Create Online Business Academy, or Cobra. Nice to see you here, guys. And of course, we're coming up soon with the relaunch of the Cobra course starting in August. So watch out for that. But today, I want to share with you something that's happened to me about 6 or 7 years ago when was about to start creating my online business. What happened is that I ended up in hospital. I woke up one morning with the left side of my body, which was completely paralyzed, and doctors found an abscess the size of a small golf ball, which was crushing my nervous system on the right-hand side and therefore paralyzing the left part of my body. And I ended up in hospital for about 3 weeks, and of course recovering at home for about 3 months. So as you can imagine, this is a huge wake-up call for me, and I've really experienced that whole episode in my life where I completely woke up to the fact that I was working in a job in the corporate world that was no longer serving me, that was leaving me feeling deflated and disappointed with what I was doing with my life. And I knew at the time that I wanted to start an online business and be my own boss and have that freedom and to live my purpose and share my gifts with the world. But up until that time, I just hadn't done it. And that episode when I was in hospital, that really just changed everything for me. It really did. And I remember connecting to myself and thinking, hey, you know what? Do I want to live this way the rest of my life in a job that no longer serves me and feeling disappointed? Or am I going to finally walk my talk? I've got at home, I've got a library full of personal development books, and I know exactly what I should have done at the time, but I just wasn't doing it. And I was kind of buying into this whole infotainment and just buying lots of books on how to do things, but actually not taking action on it. So this health wake-up call, this life-threatening wake-up call for me, it really was the turning point. And I realized that up until that point, I've been making so many excuses not to take action, not to live my purpose, not to get my gifts out in the world. And I think what had happened, like we all have this feeling that, we have a long life, we have a long period of time, and we don't really have to rush these things. We say things, I'll wait for a sign, or I'll just wait for the right circumstance, or I'll wait for the right opportunity. But here's the thing, there's no guarantee of tomorrow. This is what I learned through my life-threatening illness, through my abscess in my brain, that, every day that I wake up, it's a gift. There's no rule that says, hey, you know what, Carl, when you wake up tomorrow, you're still going to be alive. And even yesterday on the news, there was this guy who's 20 years old. He works for the Disney Channel in America. 20 years old, passed away in his sleep, passed away, 20 years old. And even if we are healthy, even if we do have good health, we only have a limited amount of summers here. I'm now 49 years old, and if I live to the age of 80, well, hopefully I'll live longer, but even that's only 31 more summers. 31 more summers where I can look at these beautiful flowers. So we are here for a finite time. And I'm saying this with good reason, because one of the biggest excuses that I hear my own audience and my clients say is, well, Carl, it's all right for you. You've got the time. I don't have the time. I'm far too busy. Well, you know what? This is the choice. Either we can look back on our life when we're 80 years old, and we close our eyes for the last time and take that last breath. We can think, did I live a life worth living? Did I live my full life, my full potential? Or did I just postpone it and procrastinate and keep making excuses, right? And, we read about these things, but this is the actual truth. We are here for a finite time. And yet, we still keep making these excuses for ourselves that we don't have the time. And you know what? We all have the same 24 hours in a day. Whether you're Beyonce, Adele, Oprah Winfrey, whoever is your idol, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. And it doesn't matter how successful you are, you still have those 24 hours. And in fact, the more successful you are, the less time that you have. Unless, of course, you're outsourcing certain things as well. So, time is relative. And the solution, of course, is to prioritize, to say to yourself, you know what? How important is it to me to create an online business, to create that freedom, that financial freedom, that time freedom, that flexibility, that to make an impact, to change people's lives? How important is that to me? And I'm not just talking here about good intentions, because we all know where good intentions lead us. I'm talking about setting a priority, committing to actually taking a step to make it happen. That's the difference between a good intention and a commitment, is that a commitment has a priority assigned to it. And that's when we actually start to take action. So it really is my mission in life, having been through life-threatening illness, having been through hospital, to help people to cross this bridge, to transition into creating a profitable dream online business that they love without a life-threatening illness, without having to spend time in hospital. Because, here's the other thing. You're a smart person. You already know kind of what to do, right? In fact, most of my clients already know what to do. They already know what they want to do and create an online business. But most of us struggle with actually doing it and implementing it. And it's quite normal, right? Because we all have these, other things are going on in our lives, other obligations. But the three things we need to do to actually get into action is to make it a priority, which you've just discussed, take action steps, but also get some support, whether it be from a friend or family or an accountability partner, someone who has a proven plan, someone who's already done it, someone who knows how to navigate through all these excuses and self-sabotage that we have. And believe you me, I know them because I've lived them. I've made my way through them and actually made it my life's work to help online business owners to overcome those excuses and actually to push through. But whether you choose to work with me or with somebody else or to do it on your own, promise me one thing, that you do not regret your choice. Because that's the worst thing that happened. All right? Just make a decision, make a priority, and be clear about this. What priority does creating your dream online business have for you? How committed are you to creating freedom, financial freedom, location freedom, making an impact in the world? Because unless you assign it a priority, my friend, other distractions are going to come in. Other people's agendas and priorities are going to trump yours and take up your attention and your time. So, do me a favor. Assign a priority, and let's say give it the scale of 1 to 10. 1 is, it's not a priority. 10, it has the biggest priority in my life. And look at that. And take action. If it's a 10 or a 9 or 10, then I do wish for you that you take action on this and that you live your full potential. You use your full potential. Live your life to the full, because there is no given. There is no given in this. There is no given that you're going to have time tomorrow, or that there will be many, many years ahead of you to actually do this and get your gifts and your out into the world and to live your purpose, live your best life. That's what I want for you. That's really my mission, that you do all of this without the need for a life-threatening disease or illness to bust through those excuses that perhaps are standing in the way. All right, so here's your call to action. If you'd like to know more about this, I've put together a free online training, which is part of my Create Online Business Academy series. You can click on the link in the description. It's all free. You've got nothing to lose. I'd like you to be inspired. That really is my intention by this training, to listen to some of the excuses that I've used in the past and also the clients that I've worked with have used, but also more importantly, how they've overcome their excuses, self-sabotage, to push through and get actual results to inspire you to do the same. I'm so excited about this training because you're going to go with me into conversations, conversations that you'll see with my clients. They're all recorded, they're interviews that I've had, just to really get you into that extra gear to make things happen. As I said, it's my intention just to inspire you. So please watch out for that. Click on the link in the description and you'll get access immediately and watch it right now. Again, a big shout out to my students of the Create Online Business Academy. As you all know, students, we tackle all of this in Module 8 of Mastering Your Mindset of the COBRA of the Create Online Business Academy. And of course, if you'd love to find out more about that, then just click on the link, which will take you to the training. And of course, in the training, there's a link to the Create Online Business Academy as well. But if anything else, I would just like for you just to watch this training, just to be inspired, because I do want for you to be successful, to create a profitable online business that's meaningful, but also that helps you to live the life that you want on your terms. Take care. It's been a pleasure. See you in the next video. Bye, everyone.